What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Free to Be, and today we're going to talk about user testing. Now, user testing is one of the top 3 ways I found that you can make money online, but basically I've made some real money doing this, guys. I've spent about a month on this platform, and I'm averaging around $45 an hour, which is great to do on the side and make some extra income. So if you want to find out how, stay tuned for this review. Let's get started. Thanks for joining me today. And as I promised, today we're going to be going through user testing. It's one of the top 3 ways I found online after watching hours and hours of videos and just researching different ways to make money online. This was one of the top 3, and I'll link the video that goes over the top 3 up on the top right of the screen. I have been trying the 2 other ones that I mentioned in the video as well. They just haven't been producing the same results as user testing was, so I thought I'd bring you this review first. Now, before we get started, as always, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I do put out new videos every week, and I just recently launched a Twitter page, so if you have questions for me, feel free to hop on Twitter and tweet me a question, and I'll try to get some answers out back to you as well. The Twitter handle is FreeToBeYT, and you guys can go ahead and find me on there. Okay, so this is the user testing website. It's pretty straightforward. It's just www.usertesting.com. And when you get up on the website, you're going to go up to the top, and you're going to want to click the Get Paid to Test button. So you're going to click that, and it's going to bring you here to this page where you're going to enter your email address. Once you do that, you're going to get some information to come back to the website and fill out your basic information. You're going to fill out, your PayPal address, name, age, some demographic information like that, just so they have an idea of what tests you would qualify for. Now, notice up here it says earn up to $60 per test. There are some tests that will pay you $60, and I'll get more into that as this video goes on and we go through it. But for the most part, you're going to get about $10 per test, and the tests take anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so once you have everything signed up, you're going to also have to download their software. Now, as I mentioned, this company basically screen captures your computer as you're going through and testing different websites, and it asks you to walk them through verbally what you're doing. So if you're not comfortable with doing that, this might not be the right platform for you. And it's just monitoring what you're doing on the site for their customers and basically how you're testing for them. Okay, so once you have everything set up and you downloaded the software and you're ready to go, you're gonna go in and you're gonna log into this site. So when you log in, it's gonna be pretty straightforward, and I'm gonna gray out obviously my login information. But you're going to log into their website, and you're going to be right into the queue of tests, where basically any new tests that come through are going to be popping up on this page. Now, what I found very helpful was to just leave this browser open on my laptop as I'm sitting and watching TV, because you're not going to necessarily qualify for every test. There are a few basically screener questions to determine if you qualify for a test. And it's usually 2, 3 at the max. And they're quick to go through, but it can be frustrating if you get 10 to 12 screeners in a row, 15 screeners in a row where you don't qualify. And that's why I like to do it in front of the TV. So I think total, maybe I've spent 20 hours logged into the website, but I don't really consider that 20 hours of work time. I think I've really only spent maybe an hour and a half of work time. And I'll go over, how that works and how much you get paid for that. But I think in the hour and a half of work time, I've made somewhere around $70, and we'll look at the payments, but $70 since I started doing this last month. Now, as I mentioned in my other video, this isn't going to make you rich, but it's going to give you an opportunity to use your money to pay down some debts if you're trying to build some cash reserves, or if you're trying to start, investing in some things. It basically lets you snowball a little bit of extra income that you wouldn't otherwise have had into something else. Basically leverage yourself to make something better come out in the future and produce something better for yourself. With that said, let's go into how this works. So you come on for the first time, and there will be a bunch of different tests here. So we'll go and click on one of these options that say take the screener. But this one kind of gives you a few requirements here. Most of them won't give you any requirements, so you can click to see what happens. So let's see if I can find one of those for you real quick. Alrighty here. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any right now. So I'll just go into one of the ones that give you the requirements. Like I said, mostly they won't have the requirements here, but if you just click to the screener, and obviously we don't qualify for that, it's a few of these questions here. No, I don't use an email marketing tool. We'll continue. And if I qualified, it would ask me another question and then prompt me to, let me know that I've qualified for the tests and I can continue. From there, it'll basically launch you into a survey or give you some questions to answer and evaluate while you're on the website. Now, after you complete your first test, I should let you know that they lock down your account for 7 days. The way the payment system works is that they pay you out 7 days exactly after you take the test to basically pay you out to your PayPal account. It takes 7 days. But after your first test, they kind of lock you down because they want to evaluate to see how you've done before they put you out there, completing a large number of tests for clients, because I'm sure they're, interested in quality control and they don't just want to put any testers out there. But if you can see up here, I have an average rating of 5 stars, and that's after just completing one test that was graded. I have other tests that I completed, and we'll go there in a second. But this is just the evaluation of one test, that first test that I took. So you're just going to want to take your time. You're going to want to enunciate and walk through the test, and you should be able to get a pretty good score here. Let's just go back to available tests. I just want to make sure there's nothing here that I can show you guys. One other feature is if you have your sound on, it'll give you a little ding bell noise that'll let you know that there's a new test, so you can come back and check here. Okay, so we're going to walk in here now, and I'm going to show you the completed test and what I was talking about earlier. So you can see basically this is everything that I've been paid to do so far. Again, I think total time talking and walking through the different tests has been maybe an hour and a half. I've been logged in, obviously, more taking screeners. If you accumulated all the time that I've spent taking screeners, again, I've probably spent another aggregate of 15-20 minutes, but I have been logged into the website for probably close to 20 hours. But again, that's just me passively checking in on screeners while I'm watching TV or doing something else. So I don't really consider that time worked. So I did my first test on February 22nd, if you can see here, and they paid me, like I said, 7 days after. I got a $10 credit into my PayPal. And then ever since then, I probably every few days I've checked in on here and spent a few hours logged in. Again, on the 5th, I was able to complete 2 tests, maybe took 20 minutes total. And then on the 8th, I was able to take another test on the 9th, and then I was able to do 2 on the 14th as well. I haven't really spent much time on it this week, but again, you can see here in about a month's time, I've been able to earn $70 using this platform, and really for maybe, when it comes down to it, 2 hours of total work. Which I think is great for people who are looking to make that extra money to benefit themselves and to help them grow in terms of financial independence. That's what I've been using it for. I've basically been rolling this into my Acorns investing account, and I'll drop a link down in the description, guys, if you want to check out Acorn. They'll give you a free stock if you join. And yeah, they do zero cost transactions for you, so you can just roll in this money that you earn right into that and start buying stocks right away, start investing in yourself, and build some wealth that way. Let's go back here. I'm going to just go back to the available test section and see if I can show you guys another one, a prime example. Doesn't look like there are, but trust me, guys, they do come up relatively often. And again, if they're sitting on your lap, you'll notice they pop up, and they will go away once they have enough qualified testers. So it's not like it stays on forever. There's new ones coming out. It's constantly refreshing. So it is very good that way. So my overall impressions on this has been great. Like I said, I think in about a month's time, a little bit less than that, really, I've made about $70 using this platform. So I would highly recommend you guys signing up for an account, doing it in your spare time, sitting in front of the TV, taking screeners. When it's time to take the test, you're going to want to be in a quiet place because they are recording your voice. But again, it's just something that you can make some extra money on, money in online, and leverage that for yourselves some other way. I didn't anticipate that this was going to be something that could replace a full time job. I don't anticipate that either one of the other two options are going to be that either. But again, you just want to get some extra income through the door and use it to benefit you and to help build some wealth.
Okay, guys, so that was user testing. What do you think? Like I said, I don't think any of these platforms are there to make you a millionaire, but if you can make an extra $100, $200 a month, you roll that into some investments, and then you're building some wealth, some real amounts of money going forward. Definitely worth a try. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. We'll see you next time.